Topic: anti-caste movements. So first point, Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Govindarao Phule was born in 1827 in Maharashtra. He opened the first school for untouchables for lower caste peoples in 1852 in Pune. He launched the Satyashodak Samaj in 1870 to stir the non-Brahmin masses to self-respect. Non-Brahmin means apart from Brahmins. Phule opposed child marriages and supported widow remarriages. Jyotiba Phule and his wife Savitribai Phule devoted their lives for the upliftment of the depressed class and women. Jyotiba opened orphanages and homes for widows, and he wrote a book called Gulamgiri. Is an important text that summarized many of his radical ideas. Next topic is Narayana Guru. Born to poor parents in Kerala, he was a scholar in Malayalam, Tamil and Sanskrit. He was disturbed by seeing terrible caste training, which means he was disturbed by seeing terrible caste injustice that lower caste people suffered. So he dedicated his whole life for the betterment of the oppressed. Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yoga, an organization. He started Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yoga, an organization for the upliftment of depressed class. He established a grand temple at Aravipuram and dedicated it to all thinkers and writers such as Kumaran Asan and daughter Palpu were influenced by his ideas and they carried forward the movement. So, Kumaran Asan and Palpu influenced by Narayana Guru ideas and they carried forward the movement. Next topic is Ayankali. Ayankali was born in 1863 at Venganur in Thiruvananthapuram. It is a princely state of Travancore. In childhood, he faced the caste discrimination. So that incident turned him into a leader of an anti-caste movement. He fought for the basic rights including access to public places. So he fight for the rights of lower caste people to access in public spaces and entry to schools. Ayankali, inspired by Sri Narayana Guru, he founded Sadhu Jana Paripalana Sangam. It is an association for the protection of the poor in 1907. Next topic is Islamic reforms. Indian Muslims looked to Western culture with suspicion. Muslim community feared that Western education, Western culture, Western ideas could endanger their religion. So they thought that Western education, Western culture, Western ideas will degrade their religion. Only few Muslims accepted the Western education and modern education, Western ideas and modern education. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, He was born in Delhi. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan thought that lack of education, especially modern education, had harmed the Muslims greatly and kept them backward. So he insisted Muslim to accept Western science and take up the government jobs. So Syed Ahmad Khan insisted Muslim people to follow Western science and to take government jobs. He founded Scientific Society and he translated many English books into Urdu, especially science books into Urdu. So he believed that if Muslims are bonded with British government, so Muslim people will get jobs. So instead of participating in nationalist movement, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan insisted Muslim peoples to take English education and to concentrate on it. Next one, Aligarh movement. Syed Ahmad Khan movement is called Aligarh movement because it is held near Aligarh. Muhammadan Anglo-Oriental College founded by Ahmad Khan in 1875, which is a landmark in the history of Indian Muslim education. The college was raised to the status of the university in 1920. Next topic is Deoband movement.